Welcome to the Kachmann Wellness Talk. I hope you've been looking at some of our other posts we've done, about one a week. You would become very knowledgeable and don't have to spend a long period of time. And today, be very interesting because it makes, if you're, who of us isn't trying to lose a couple of pounds, okay? Believe me, I've been through that in the past also. But actually, to lose weight is not difficult. Now I'm going to show you a method, really, of doing it fairly simply. And I'll repeat this a couple of times so that you understand. Okay? Let's look at your total calorie burn for the day, the amount of calories that you took in. If you don't use them up or burn them, whatever extra calories you have will turn to fat at the end of the day. Okay, so let's say the calorie burn for the day was this much. Okay? About 2/3 of that, or at least 50% of that, is called BMR. Basic Metabolic Rate. That's the machinery of your body, metabolism, okay? A basic metabolic rate. And that is about 50-60%. That's the energy that is used up by your brain, by your heart, by your liver, by your kidneys, by your pancreas. The calories burnt by doing nothing, okay? The heart just beating, the brain is working, and the pancreas just working, the stomach's just working for the day. So if you're a real big person, your BMR is going to burn more calories, right? I mean, organs are bigger, okay? If you're real small, it won't be as much. The interesting thing is, when people starve themselves and they stop eating, they think they're going to do weight loss that way. You know what happens to the BMR? The body thinks you're trying to kill yourself, and based on evolution, the BMR drops. So so you're not burning many more calories because your BMR dropped 20-30%. And if you start eating again, it won't raise back up. You're going to gain a lot of weight, okay? So the BMR, let's say, is 50%. So it's tough to change that, okay? Then we have the thermic effect of food. That's the energy it takes to burn up your food. So to take protein-type foods, it eats up quite a bit of energy in metabolism, so that's not going to get stored, okay? Vegetables, for example, have a lot of fiber in them, okay? And they just pass in the stool. So if you eat vegetable and fruit, you probably lose 30% of the calories, yeah. Eat 1,000 calories of fruit and vegetables, and you're going to lose 30% in the metabolism. Now, fatty foods, you only lose 4%. 4 hours, like olive oil, which is fatty, say oils, 100% fat will be in your bloodstream in 4 minutes. Yeah. In 4 hours for normal fat, but only 96% will be either used up or mainly stored as fat, and only 4% in metabolism. So you can lose some calories. What food you pick? So calories in is not calories out. Depends on the type of food. Then we have about 30% left. I call it activity of living. Okay, it's a term that I coined. Other people have called in the past. A neat non-exercise activity thermogenics, complicated term. Use AOL and activity of living. So what could be your activities of living? You park your car far away instead of so close. You're burning more calories. You use the stairs instead of the elevator. You're burning more calories. That's the reason you hear about treadmill desks and stand-up desks, because when you stand up, the calorie burn is 3 times normal. Yeah. So if you could figure out how to increase your AOL, and maybe you could even do it at work, okay? By maybe at lunchtime you walk with your friend or whatever, and burn more calories, or get a stand-up desk or treadmill desk, and you're burning calories while you're working. If you can, say, increase calorie burn 200 calories a day, you realize that's 20 pounds in a year. So if you're trying to reach a health goal, or a weight goal, for example, remember what I said, if you can figure out at work, maybe keep some weights under your desk or stand up when the phone rings, or and keep track, maybe in a book a little bit and on a pad, and increase your activity of living. Do you see how easy it is to lose some weight? Yeah. Increase your activity of living, burn a few extra calories, and you can achieve your goals pretty darn quick. Eat more vegetables and fruit, for example. Don't have to be 100%. Because of fiber, you lose a lot of calories in your stool. I encourage you to eat some protein, but maybe not a bunch of steaks, because there's a lot of fat, cancer factors in them. But, you know, some turkey, chicken, 40% fat too, but, you know, dried chicken, for example, some turkey, for example. Try to get the protein maybe out of nuts and things. They have proteins in them. But you see how it's not that difficult to get to a normal weight. And remember, 25% of people look perfectly thin, the trophies, but they have abnormal blood work. So they need to lose some weight to get healthy too. Don't assume that you're healthy because you're thin. Get the blood studies done. You are what your blood work is. That's who you are. Not necessarily what you eat, not necessarily even what you digest. You are what your blood work is. But I hope you understand now a simple way to get healthy without a lot of shenanigans and a big deal. I never said diet. Eat differently, more AOL, pick the food a little better. And part of activity of living is walking or dancing or tap dancing lessons like I just did today. Okay, thanks for watching this post. And this explains it very well. It's a PowerPoint that I have on being overweight. And you can get a copy of that if you go to one of my lectures, which I posted on my Facebook page. The next one actually is on memory. Now that's a great one. We all like to have a great memory. And the good news is that most of dementia, Alzheimer's disease, 80% of it is totally avoidable. No one tells you that, but I'm going to tell you that in my lecture on Tuesday at the Lutheran Hospital. And I hope you might come there and say hello. We love you. That's why I did it. Thanks so very much.